Merry Christmas, Warshippers. SeaRaptor here, bringing you our latest edition of Scuttlebutt. It is Wednesday night as I record this. It's patch day, and we have got a lot to talk about as 0.7.12 has dropped on us today. Of course, the new patch is here now, so we finally have all of our questions answered about how much steel we're going to have access to during the holiday season here in 2018. And the short answer is a whole hell of a lot. There's several different campaigns. There's all kinds of missions, and then of course the Snowflake event itself offers, well, if my totals are correct, well over 3,000 steel available there. If you just have all the tier 9 and 10 tech tree ships, all told, if you add everything up and you're a super whale and you have all of the tier 8, tier 9, and tier 10 premium ships in your port, it looks like you can rack up just a little over 17,000 steel. If you do everything, but you are going to sink a lot of time into it. There will be some people that do it, it is what it is, but wow, that's going to be a huge time investment to get it all. I think most people are going to get what they can, and what they can't, well, life goes on, and then you'll have some steel in the bank, and they can maybe be encouraged to play a ranked season next time it comes around, and go and try that. So I think that'll be a lot of fun. I think ultimately it's going to be good for the game. There was a lot of concern about the possibility of really devaluing the achievements of the clanners and the clan battle guys like myself who've earned Stalingrad through steel and leveling up, I should say, the clan battles through 3 seasons. But you go and you look, there was a Reddit post today from Earl Grey that Killorn over at the Warships podcast had asked him some specific questions. And it was very telling because he basically talked about there were less than 5% of players who were really, really going to be able to suck a lot of steel out of this event. Think about that for a minute. 5% of a global player base that has to measure in the millions. That's not a lot of players. So, there's a lot of fear. Oh, we're going to be drowning in Stalingrad soon. Well, maybe, but I don't see it. And even if we are, people are going to figure out really quickly that Stalingrad is not all she's cracked up to be unless you have an idea how to position her, and she's got teammates that can cover her weak spots. So we'll see how it goes. There's a lot of coal out there as well. If you're saving up for a coal ship, you can get coal on low tier premiums, tier 2 through tier 7 premiums. I'll give you coal when you go get a win in those. And then of course regular tech tree ships from tier 5 up through tier 8 also award you coal. There's a new collection, 2 new campaigns, a current event running similar to what's been running over the summer and fall with the American cruisers and the British destroyers. And of course we're starting 2 more seasons of ranked sprint. So that's coming in, and that's going to be a lot of fun. The Rank Sprint format is actually one of the best things they've done in the game in a long time. I really enjoy that stuff. Rank Season 11, they've spoiled it, will be Tier 9 in Arms Race. My assumption is that'll come after the end of the next Clan Battle season, probably starting in late January or early February. We'll see how that all shakes out. So 7.12 dropping today. Well, tomorrow, I guess, by the time you guys hear this. Yesterday, by the time you guys hear this. And good patch. Tons of content in this patch. Development blog was busy earlier this week, of course. On Monday, all kinds of interesting stuff was spoiled. A bunch of Pan-Asian stuff is coming. 2 new unique commanders, new permanent camos for some of the premium Pan-Asian ships, an update to the Dragon port. They did not announce it, but I seriously believe that Irian, premium cruiser Irian, will be a premium ship coming onto the shop about the same time as they launch all of this stuff in the next patch. That's my personal opinion. I have no evidence to back that up, but it just makes sense given that they're trying to introduce a new ship in this time frame. Have a look at my my builder's trial if you want to learn more about Irian. I'll throw the link below and put something in the video here so you can find that easy. The big news in my mind that they spoiled out of the dev blog this week is Tier 5 British cruiser Exeter is coming to the premium shops at some point in the future. Of course, we don't know when. They've spoiled her numbers and stats and everything. And I'm really excited about this, right? The only other Tier 5 heavy cruiser is Furutaka, and Furutaka is such a great ship. And of course, Exeter, the same configuration, right? 3 double turrets of 203mm guns. A little more range than Furutaka, not significant improvement, but a little more. And overall, you look at the numbers, she looks like a really solid ship. And the fascinating thing to me, she has Repair Party on her consumables, which blows my mind a little bit. And she also has Smoke Generator listed. Now, what we don't know, is this going to be creeping smoke, like Perth smoke? Is it going to be traditional British cruiser smoke, where all you can do is camp in it? We don't know. But Exeter looking like a really, really interesting ship at Tier 5. I'm excited. She has a ton of history. Of course, Battle of the River Platte and everything. And I'm stoked. I'm so stoked. I love my Furutaka, and this ship looks like a great complement for folks that like Furutaka. The big thing that we have to talk about, that everyone's talking about right now, is the announcement, also on the development blog this past Monday, that the giant carrier rework we've all been talking about for what feels like forever, probably, 2 years now, is finally coming in patch 0.8.0 in January. And it's hard to say one way or the other how I feel about this, right? I am not really a carrier player. I dabble in carrier at best. And, some of that is because the mechanics to me have always been a little clunky. The UI is a little unresponsive. It's a little difficult to mess with it. That's kind of an excuse, I suppose. You see a lot of really, really solid carrier players, excellent carrier players like Warlord78 here on NA, part of 07's King of the Sea winning team. Those guys, they learn to adapt. They make it work. Me, I just don't have the patience. I get frustrated with it after a few games, and I just can't. There are some carriers that I really enjoy. I'm one of those people that thinks Graf Zeppelin is one of the best things since sliced bread. You can hate me if you want, but I love that ship. I play so much cruiser, and then every now and then when a battleship player or a bunch of battleships torque me off, I go load my Graf Zeppelin and I enact my revenge, and I'm not sorry about that at all. It feels good when I can do that. I also really like my Enterprise. Enterprise is a great ship. She is better balanced, I think, than Graf Zeppelin, and she has a very different and a very unique play style for her tier. So there's some really interesting and fun carriers in the game, but all of that is about to change with the carrier rework. And I guess I expected them to take longer with this. A change this fundamental, this huge to the game. I don't know, guys. It feels rushed to me. We have no idea. I haven't spent any time playing any of the beta testing. I didn't have the time when they had it available, so I never tried it. And I have a lot of reservations about this. I just don't know what else to say. I can't really say negative things about it because I haven't played it. But it feels like they're rushing this out the door. The live server is going to be a testing ground for a while. It really is. I mean, for the first probably 2 patches of the new year, there's going to be a lot of balancing passes on a lot of different things. I really hope that between now and 8.0, which is, we got 4 or 5 weeks, that they do a balance pass on AA through the whole game, because I really think that's a fundamental change that has to happen, part and parcel to this rework, or you're just never going to get there, right? This is so critical. If this launches and it's not fun, or it doesn't draw people in, it will be literally just dead at birth. And the carrier class in the game, I think, really can't sustain another blow like that. And they shouldn't. Let's be honest, they shouldn't. Carriers have a place in the game. I know there's people that disagree with me. That's fine. But in my mind, if you're going to talk about naval combat in World War I, and certainly in World War II, you have to have aircraft carriers as a part of the conversation, because there's such a fundamental shift and change in how naval tactics and strategy operated in that era. And I realize that the carrier was meant to be the alpha dog, right? But I'm not convinced that you can't put them in the game and keep them balanced and keep them fun. I've never believed that. Wargaming clearly doesn't believe that, and we're finally to the point now where they're gonna roll this out and get this out, and we'll just have to see if it comes together. I know there's a lot of CCs out there that have expressed their concern. Farazelleth had a really, really good video this week. It's long. It's well over a half hour, so you've got to invest some time. But Farah is unquestionably one of the strongest competitive carrier players out there. He knows the class. He understands a lot of the nuances of it, and he's concerned. And in my mind, he's right to be concerned. I don't have nearly anything approaching his experience or expertise in the class, and I'm concerned, right? Just because in the world I work in as an engineer, I've seen the results of things that get pushed out the door too quickly, and it's never pretty. So, I don't know. I mean, I trust the guys in St. Petersburg. They've shown us time and time again that they believe in the game, they love the game, they don't want to screw the game up. I just personally feel like this something in my gut tells me it's too soon, that we should have more time to beta test or balance or something. So I don't know, maybe there's something going on there, I don't know. We'll just have to see how it goes, and keep your ear to the ground. I'm confident that after the new year, we're going to start seeing regular articles and interviews about this, because they have to prep the community. Several of the community contributors, myself included, have mentioned to these guys in our interactions with them that, look guys, part of your job in this, you have got to over-communicate what is happening and why it's happening to your community. Don't leave us in the dark. Bring us along this journey. You've done a great job so far. Don't stop now. And let's just hope that we can ride this bumpy wave together. And 2019 is known as the year we finally got all the class balances right. I mean, what else can you say? I could ramble for 5 or 10 more minutes on this, but that's kind of all there is to say. Keep your fingers crossed, guys. Buckle your seatbelts, and let's hope it works out. Last thing I'm going to talk about here, Christmas giveaways. It's that time of year, the time of season, listen to me, the time of the year for giving. I'm going to have 4 separate giveaways, each on each of the different platforms that I work. That is YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Twitch. Most of you probably have no idea that I have a Facebook page. Yes, every video that I post to YouTube also ends up on Facebook. And so I'm going to be posting some links down below to the various pages so you guys can go check all of those out. Each separate media platform will have its own contest with its own prize pool. They're all completely separate. Essentially, it amounts to just about everything is one Tier 7 or Tier 8 premium ship, some CC crates, some camo codes, and some bundles of Mega Santa's crates. I'll be drawing 10 winners on each platform. Entry is free. All I'm asking people to do is to follow me or on Twitch or YouTube or subscribe on YouTube, follow me on Twitter or throw a like on the Facebook page. The Twitch giveaway, incidentally, will be live this coming Friday night at 6 p.m. United States Central Time. That should be, I believe that's midnight UTC for those of you in Europe. I'll be on Twitch, and I have a bunch of stuff to give away. I should be giving away Prince Idle Friedrich and a Perth and all kinds of CC crates. I've got some Santa crates to give away. Guys, I am literally drowning in community contributor crates. Literally. By making it as far as I did in the ring contest, I gave away 50 crates in patch 7.10 alone, right? In between 7.10 and now, I've given away 50 crates, and I've still got like 45 or 50 more codes to give out because I made it to the final round. So please come take my loot. I want you to have loot. It's Christmas. I want to give all of this stuff away as best I can. So please drop by Twitch and all the various media platforms, enter the contest, and I'm going to pull for those probably on Christmas Day, and I'll hand everything out. I'll send out emails or contact folks on Boxing Day. Okay, so all those links will be below. Come on by, and let's celebrate the new year together. Celebrate the holidays by giving out a bunch of free stuff. Okay. This game going on in the background, incidentally, this was my very first game in Roma on the EU server. On a whim, I went and bought 3 or 4, I might have bought a 5-pack of the $3 crates on the EU server for my EU account, and bam, I got a Roma. And I was like, well, what the hell? Let's play her. So I took her out into a game, and this was the result. Not what I was expecting. Certainly one of my better games in Roma, and a bit of a surprise. Roma's one of those ships that I think it's a bit of a bad rap, but she is a tremendous amount of fun. So if you have one, she's a very festive ship this time of year with the red and white stripes up near the bow. So, throw a captain on her, throw some fun camo on her, and take her out and celebrate the holidays with the red and white. All right, guys, that's it. Scuttlebutt's done for the week. I will be taking next week probably off. I just don't see it happening at this stage. I'm going to be visiting my in-laws out of town. I won't be near my full PC setup. I'll have my gaming laptop, so you just might run into me in game, but I won't have everything to record audio and video, and so it's just going to have to wait until after the new year. So probably the next time you'll hear from me here will be in early January, probably the 3rd of January. So guys, have a safe holiday. Have a great holiday. Enjoy the time with your families, and I will see you in 2019. Take care.